Hey guys, and welcome back to Sponge's Tech Tips. I'm Sponge, hello. Thanks for tuning into this tech tip video. Before we get started today, I want to ask you guys if you have watched my videos in the past or intend to watch them in the future, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button for this video. Doesn't cost you anything, can only help me out a ton. It's going to definitely help you guys. I know a lot of you come just to see one video on how to do something you're probably working on at the time, but if you ever need to see my videos again, or if you ever want to ask a question or inquire or even request a video that I could possibly do for you guys, it's a good way to find me again. So please hit that subscribe button. What are we doing today? Well, first and foremost, let's take a look around. It is absolutely gorgeous in Woodinville, Washington today. It was about 85 degrees today, and now it's cooled down. It's the evening. It's probably about 70 degrees now, but it got up into the mid 80s, and it is the beginning of August up here, so it's just absolutely gorgeous. I wish I was camping instead, but what are we working on? We are working on a 2012, I believe, Toyota Camry. Let's check our build date here, just to be sure. And where is it? You are right there, October of 2011. So make sure that your year of your Camry coincides with this. Although this tech tip might help other, help with other models that are similar. This particular car, ridiculously low mileage. This thing only has 32,000 original miles on it. The paint, I think that this car maybe came from Arizona or the California desert or something, because the paint is just, it's almost like there's no, they never waxed it, that's for sure, but you can see it's got a lot of dust, no protection on the paint anymore. In addition, the chrome has taken a beating, and that's what we're doing as a tech tip. We are going to replace this chrome grille. If you look, it's taken a beating also. I don't know if this was maybe sand eating away at it, but it's just in bad shape. So we ordered a new one. The new one we got from eBay or another online site. It is not an OEM Toyota part, but that's okay. I've been working on cars for over 25 years, and I think I'm almost to 30 years that I've been working on cars. And one thing I noticed is back when I first started, factory parts were excellent quality and aftermarket parts were garbage. And now factory parts have gotten cheaper and aftermarket parts have gotten better. So you don't have to buy an OEM part, you can buy an aftermarket part, and for the most part it will fit pretty darn good, and that's what we're doing in this case. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to have to do is open your hood or bonnet, if you will. Only tool you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver, a number 2. You might need a little pick or a pan head screwdriver, something small to get up underneath some of these clips, but it's not necessary. In this case, it just requires a Phillips head, and then your fingers. So I believe that the front end of this car has been taken apart by a mechanic or somebody in the past, because I don't know if these clips are factory, but we've got these little plastic clips holding the shroud over the radiator here, and we have to remove that to get at the grill. I've already taken most of the clips up and loosened everything for the sake of speed, but I want to show you, these are these little plastic clips. If you do have these same clips, you will notice a lot of times if you try to spin them out, the base will actually spin also. It's weird. They either have too much holding them or not enough holding them. So sometimes it just spins and it spins inside, and sometimes it spins and the whole thing spins. So what I recommend is grab the plastic and just pull up a little bit. Put a little tension on that clip. And once you put some tension on that clip and then you start spinning that screw, it will back its way out. And then once it gets up high enough, you can grab it with your fingernails and pop it out. These, again, I don't think these are factory Toyota clips, but they look nice. And they do the job. I mean, it's not a big deal. These can be purchased at, even if you lose them, you can buy these at AutoZone or Napa or whatever you have. This is actually, as I drop it, that's plastic, not metal. Okay, and then what I like to do, I take my clips, I like to put them up here out of the way where I'm not going to lose them. In this case, I'm putting them up on the cowl area. And then we'll pull out the female part of the clip. And you can see it just expands when that little plastic clip's in there. Set that one up there too, okay? And we're gonna take them all out. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 total. We removed them all. We can set our Phillips aside for a minute. To get this out, you just, once you have those clips out, you just lift it up. You may have to finagle it around your hood latch here, and it just comes out, and we'll just set that up out of our way on the engine bay so we don't lose it. Okay, all right, next one. Now we're on to, we've got it open here. This is if you're accessing your horns, those are here. If you need to work on your hood latch itself, that's a way to get at it. In this case, we're getting at, oh, and if you're doing the headlights, you're gonna have to take the grill out to do the headlights too. So okay, now we've got 3 more clips. 1, 2, and 3. Now these clips are different. I think these are factory ones, and you can get at these by putting a little flat head underneath and popping it up. You can probably use your Phillips head and just grab it, or you can even use your fingernails, pop that up, and then that removes. So it's a similar clip, it's just slightly different. We're gonna set those on the cowl. There's one. Here's one that's down, so we can actually, let me show you how to do that. So I'm not even using a flathead, or probably not the correct tool, but if you just take the point of that, see that? It just pops right underneath there. Super easy. And then that just comes out. And this one's still up here. Okay. All right, so next thing. So now the top is loose, and at the inside, it's kind of dark in there. You can see these little plastic tabs. There's a long one on each side. There's one long one. There's the other long one down there. And then there's some short ones. And you want to just firmly grab the grill and start shimmying it, okay? And these will pop. You may have to get your finger under and kind of pop these tabs out. And then you just move it across, popping them one by one. I've already loosened mine, so they're coming out freely. Okay, and then once you get them all popped, the entire grill just slides out, and we've got it in our hand now. And you can see it actually squeezes up underneath this little trim piece that's super dirty in this one. Okay, so now we're going to take this over to our new grill. Now, if you're replacing your grill and you bought a new Toyota emblem, you won't need to do this next part. You'll just have to install it. But we do need to remove our old Toyota emblem because it's actually in good shape. It's just got a few little water spots. Let's set this off, and we're going to flip the grill over. And we do need our, I left it over here. We need our Phillips head. Okay, on the back side of our grill, there is 2 Phillips head screws. 1 and then 2. I already removed 1. And then let's take this other one. I loosened it already. Doing this one-handed, so. Okay. Don't lose your screws. Set those aside. Okay, and then down here, you've got these little tabs. 1, 2, 3, and 4 little tabs. And just using your fingers. Don't use tools on this. You just want to push them back a little bit until the grill, till the emblem pops out. There's 1, 2. Again, I'm doing this one hand. 3 and 4. Okay, and then there's these 2 guide tabs at the top. So now it's out. Here's those little 2 pins. They're like guide pins. Okay. So we're done with the old grill. Bring our new grill back. Lining up these little guide pins first. We're going to slide those in. You want the guide pins to go in first. Okay. And then once it's in there, you just press it in. And it has now clicked into place. We're going to flip it back over. And we are going to screw on those two screws. Sorry guys, I don't have my tripod or my body mount camera with me today, so I'm doing this by hand. Okay, there's one. You can see these screws are a little bit rusty too, so yeah, I don't know where this thing came from. This car must have come from someplace with definitely a lot more sun, maybe even some moisture. Alright, so the new grill is assembled with our Toyota logo. We're going to take it back over. Just set it into place for now. And then when we're reinstalling, what you want to do, you want to get these little tabs. The first ones, the big ones, the long ones, are going to slide underneath. And you'll start to fish them through. I don't know if you saw that pop out right there. We're going to go to the other side. Do the same thing with this one. Slide it underneath that little lip. And then shimmy it back and forth until it seats itself. You can see it just popped itself through. And then you just kind of push and we'll hear it click. There you go. Okay, we've clicked into place. Okay, now we grab our 3 clips back. Put those on. There's 1. 2. And you gotta move it around a little bit to line up the hole. There's 3, okay? Now we're gonna take our shroud, come back over. Move it around, kind of line things up first. There you go. It's got to fit under this gasket a little bit here. The new gasket is a lot more firm and puffier than the original. And then we are going to put these clips back in. Make sure to not push the screw in. Oh, this one's really tight. There we go. Don't push the screw in until you have the bottom of the clip all the way in. Okay. A couple more. Remember, we had a total of 7 of these. And the last one. And that is it. We're back together. Just like that, guys. Look at the difference now. And that wasn't a very expensive part. I wasn't part of ordering it, but I think it was only about 70 or 80 bucks, if my recollection is correct. But it definitely makes all the difference. Back to as close to new as we can again. So, all right, guys, that's it for this tech tip. I appreciate it. Hopefully this helps you out. If you guys, if you need to get your headlights for any reason, not necessarily changing bulbs, but if you need to remove the headlights, the grill is going to be part of that. I have seen a lot of aftermarket logos or Toyota emblems that light up. You're probably going to have to take that out to install something like this. So that's why I did this tech tip, is I feel like there's a lot of you out there, do-it-yourselfers at home, that just kind of maybe a little nervous to delve into a project like this, but it's honestly not that difficult, as you can see. So, all right, guys, that's it for this one. Again, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if this helped you out. Make sure to go over to the comments and leave a comment if you choose. I love hearing from you guys. And thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.